Okay, so it's about a half hour before I'm gonna put the bees in the hive. And what I've read is at this point I should spray them with some of the honey solution, or excuse me, the sugar solution that I made a few days ago. So I'm gonna do that right now. Just opening up where the bees are here. And I'll flip the camera around here so you can see. But here they are, right there. And I'm just gonna spray them. It says fairly liberally, from what I've read, with this sugar water. Just give them a good spritz, and then I'll turn them around.
Very carefully.
Very carefully, that's right, Ellie. Very carefully. On this side, and I'm gonna just spray them down. Give them a good bunch of sugar water. So that's at half hour before they go into the hive. We're about a half hour out, so we'll see what happens. Okay. So the bees are out of the basement, and we have everybody here to check them out. I'm gonna get in my gear and do the final prep, and then we'll get them in the hive.
Creepy.
So,
is that a local bee?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Been out probably.
He's like, my queen, my queen.
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna get going. I sprayed the bees, and I'm just gonna smoke them a little bit,
like a fine brisket.
just to help them calm down a bit. And now, the next step is to take this feeder bottle jar out. Actually, no, the next step is I've got to shake them down so that they're at the bottom when I take that out. So you just do this, and they fall down. And that's, and we take this out carefully. I know. And I'm going to just carefully put that to the side. Now I need to get the queen bee out, and she's in this little cage that's to the side. And I'm just gonna take it out like this. Okay, so the queen bee is in there, and she looks good. Now there's a little cork at the bottom that I've got to get rid of.
Daddy,
How do you get that out?
With my trusty Leatherman, if I can get it out with these gloves. So I'm just gonna take this out. Now before I do that,
You gotta pop the marshmallow in.
yeah, I gotta get the little marshmallow out of my pocket. It's actually a little piece of fondant that comes in a little black tube. So I've got to cut that tube open. I'll just go down the side here, cut that plastic off of the fondant.
Did you want to get up there?
And hopefully we should now be able to
wait, I want to see the
get that open. And now I understand why people do this without gloves, but I don't think I could dare.
I think in 3 years' time you will be the bee whisperer and you won't use any gloves anymore or
Maybe.
any type of
Or clothes at all.
That would be interesting.
Daddy, I want to see the
Naked beekeeping.
Don't keep your camera rolling for that one.
If you want some real YouTube content.
I think that would be called Naked and Afraid. Let me see if I can get this plastic off. Okay, there we go. Now it's coming off.
What's the fondant look like?
They're actually letting Stephen pet them. They never let me.
Okay, there we go. I think that's open now. Now I can get the fondant out. You want to see the fondant? It just looks like a kind of crumbly marshmallow. Oh, come on, there we go. See?
Let me see, Daddy.
See?
God, all the smoke is blowing in my
Okay, so we'll just put that to the side now. And now I've got to, well, I got to get a plug of that. Get that plug of that fondant out.
There's bees out already, Dad.
I know.
Oh, it's probably because
Edward.
on the marshmallow.
Okay, there we go. We got that out. I'm just going to kind of knead that into a ball
Eddie.
that I can plug up the hole with.
He's losing his hair. Yeah. He's stressed. No, he's just molting because of the weather.
Okay, so there we go. There's our little fondant plug. I'm just going to quietly kind of wipe those off.
Let the queen free.
We're going to
Let the queen free.
just get the plug out.
Let the queen free.
I'm going to keep my finger over that while I now get the fondant plug.
Let the queen free.
And the queen is still in there. She's looking good. I'll just put that in there.
Let the queen free. Let the queen free.
So there you go. See, there's the little fondant plug in the bottom of it, and you can see inside there's a queen. I was expecting that there would be some attendant bees in there with her, but there aren't. So she'll be fine. She'll eat that fondant, and then she's gonna work her way out, and that gives the time for the rest of the bees to get used to her pheromones. See, there she is.
She's looking pretty.
Well, she has a longer abdomen, and she's the one that lays the eggs, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hang this in between. I've taken 4 frames out of the hive, and I'm gonna use this little
Can I see the queen bee?
metal hanger here
Let Jane see the queen bee,
to hang her.
Daddy.
Oh, you want to see the queen bee again? She's in there.
Oh.
So I'm gonna hang her
Yeah.
in between
She big
this frame
How come you don't have ruffles on your shirt?
and the next frame in. Just gonna use the pressure.
Stop.
Oh, I dropped her. So I gotta figure that out.
Dad.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Dad.
She'll be fine, get it? Maybe I'll go out that way. Yeah.
This is starting to look like the French Revolution.
Okay. So there. I think that's better. Okay. So now she's hanging there, and she'll eat her way out. Now it's time
Oh yeah.
to actually get the bees in.
The bee.
Wait, so where's the queen?
She's in that hanging there,
Oh,
in that
cool.
little.
Wait, Dad, are we gonna get a better view from here or over the fence?
Now what I'm gonna do,
Over here.
I think I'm gonna smoke them again just a little bit to chill them out a bit.
Asphyxiate them a little.
And
Can you smoke them too much?
yes, you can.
Dad, I think
And
you
then
don't
I
like
spray them
that.
one more time
What are you
with some
spraying?
honey, some sugar water solution.
Keep them
Did that
sweet.
kill some and make them stick on the bottom?
It's gonna make them kind of sticky so they can't fly as easily.
Ah.
And now I'm just gonna jar it down on the ground one more time, drop the cover off, and put half of them over here, over the queen bee, and then half in here in the empty space. So we'll jar it down. They drop to the bottom, and now here we go. Bees! About half in there, and then
Oh my gosh, are you filming?
half
It needs to be precise.
in the empty spot.
Oh my gosh! Big person!
And they're not all going to come out, but
Daddy,
I'll just put
there's
this
lots of
now
bees.
right here for a couple days, and they'll all eventually all work their way out. Now they're all inside the hive,
Daddy.
and I'm just going to wait a little while for them to work down. You can hear they got really loud. They're a little mad right now, but they're going to work their way down in. And when they've kind of cleared off this top frame, the tops of the frames, I'll put the cover back on,
Daddy, they're trying to sting you.
and we will be good to go.
Dad, they're trying to sting you.
Yeah, they are trying to sting me. They're not too happy, but they'll be okay.
They're trying to sting you on the face and on the arms and on the belly. Okay, now put the cover on Dad.
Should we sing the song
No.
from My Girl?
Let's just let them.
I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Whoa,
gently brush him back in here.
Be so proud of me. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Ouch! It stung me. I'm smushing up a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm squishing
Now let's
up
see
a
here.
baby
We should be able to pretty soon
Ew!
get this on here.
It's yucky. I'm winding up a baby bumblebee. Won't my
See, they're going down
mommy
in.
be so proud of me? I'm winding up a baby bumblebee.
I'll just put that
Whoa, my mommy
cover.
be so proud of me.
Oh, they get that big of an exit?
That's up!
No, because they actually, there's going to be an exterior cover here.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then they have a little hole to
So
crawl
this
out.
goes on there,
Nice.
and we are hived.
But not all of their.
So now it's going to be, so
Not
now
all of
I
them
take
are-
a week, and I won't open that up for a week, then I'll come back in a week and do my first check to see that everything's turning out the way it should. One last thing, this is the sugar syrup that I made to feed them. I also put some probiotic that you can get at IFA in the sugar syrup, so it turns this kind of amber color. But this is the feeder right here. This little thing, I installed that, and so this just goes in
Dad,
like that,
Dad, one
and that'll
got
feed the
out.
bees hopefully for quite a while.
Dad, one got out.
But I'll check them every
Dad, some are getting out.
check them every few days and make sure they've got syrup and water, which I filled up over here, and there we go. I'm now a beekeeper. Okay, so after I turned off the video, I realized I hadn't put the frames that I removed back in the hive. So I had to open it up again, and you put, I took out 4 frames. I returned 3 of them very carefully and slowly so I didn't crush any bees. And then that 4th frame is going to stay out until next week when I come and put it back in and take the queen bee cage out. You need that extra space for the queen bee cage to fit in for this next week. And then also I was looking, and the hive front feeder, the weight of the jar was causing the little feeder spout to bend down, and it was actually levering the bottom of the hive body off of the base. So I got a little shim and I shoved it in the side underneath the feeder spout, and that lifted it up and made so that the hive body is still sitting flat now, and the feeder is level. So that's what I've done. I think it's a success so far. I don't know. We'll see what happens.